Hello everyone! In this video, pag-uusapan natin ang cube root functions at kung paano sila ginagraph. Without further ado, let's get this lesson started. Kapag sinabi nating cube root function, ito yung mga function na nakaradical at ang index natin ay 3. Ang kanyang general form ay f of x is equal to a cube root of the quantity x minus h plus k. Kung saan yung h at k yung tinatawag na coordinates ng vertex. When we say vertex, it is the turning point of the graph. Dito nag-iba ng direksyon yung ating graph. And yung a, yung ating direksyon kung saan papunta yung ating graph. Dalawa ang possible na direksyon ng graph depende sa value ng a. Kung ang a natin ay positive, ibig sabihin positive na cube root yung kinukuha, ang graph natin ay magmumula sa bottom left tapos tumataas papunta sa top right. So ganito yung kanyang itsura. On the other hand, if ang ating graph ay negative yung a or negative yung kinukuha na cube root, nagfo-fall siya from top left at pababa dito sa bottom right. Again, yan lang yung dalawa nating possible na direction for the cube root function. Here are the steps on how to graph the cube root function. First, we identify the value of a, h, and k. And a again will determine the direction. Again, if a is positive, ang kanyang direction ay from the bottom left pataas sa top right. Or kung negative naman yung a, pababa from top left to bottom right. Next, after identifying the value of a for the direction, i-isolate natin yung h. So ang h natin, we always change the sign of that. Change sign. However, for k, this is just copy the value only. And then, pipili lang tayo ng dalawang points sa right at sa left ng vertex and then i-substitute natin siya sa function to create the table of values. After nun, magdodraw tayo ng smooth curve para makuha natin yung graph ng cube root function. Since cube root ang involved sa atin at pwede nating kuhanin ang cube root ng lahat ng integers, kahit positive man yan or negative, we can say that the domain of the cube root function is all real numbers. And ganun din sa range. Pwedeng maging positive or negative or zero yung ating answer. So ibig sabihin ang range natin ay all real numbers. Mag-start tayo sa first example. Igagraph daw natin ang g of x is equal to cube root of x plus 2. It is important to note na yung plus 2 ay nasa labas ng cube root, kaya yun ang ating value for the k. Ang ating a is 1 dahil wala namang katabi na coefficient itong ating radical. Yung h natin, since wala namang numbers sa loob na kasama yung ating cube root, then that is 0. As for the k, we just copy its value, it's plus 2, so positive 2. Recall from what I said earlier, a is positive here. That's why its direction is rising from the bottom left going to the top right. And for our h, ang h natin ay 0, k, which is 2, which is the vertex is 0, 2. Once you already know the vertex, we can now set up the table of values for us to create the graph. Ang gitna natin palagi is yung vertex kasi nga pipili tayo ng dalawang points sa kanyang left at sa kanyang right. You can choose any point sa right or sa left ng 0. 0 yung ating basis. But for this example, pinili ko yung dalawang kasunod niya, which is positive and the negative 1, positive and negative 2. Simulan natin sa x equals negative 2. So if x is equal to negative 2, kukuhanan natin yung cube root niya. And since cube root nga ito, we can get the cube root of any negative number. Yun nga lang, si negative 2 is not a perfect cube. That's why its answer is a string of decimal numbers. We have negative 1.259921 and so on and so forth. Plus 2. Magdadagdag pa tayo ng 2 dito. That's why the answer is 0.7400789 and so on and so forth. Since ito na yung last step, we can now get its rounded off value, 0.74. Ibig sabihin, yan po yung ating kapartner dito sa table. We move sa susunod na point, which is -1. So if x is equal to -1, isa-substitute rin natin siya doon. We get the cube root of -1. And then ito, swerte tayo dahil meron tayong exact na cube root. This is a perfect cube. So this is -1 plus 2, that is +1. So +1 ang ilalagay natin na ka-pair niya. Moving further, dito naman sa x equals 1, we have the cube root of +1, which is still +1 plus 2, that is 3. And finally, to complete the table, we have 2. If x is equal to 2, we again get the cube root of +2, which is a string of decimal numbers again. That's 1.259921 and so on and so forth, plus 2, that is 3.26 kapag ni-round off. Now that we have prepared the table of values, let me just move it sa one side para ma-plot natin siya ng ayos. Starting with the vertex, which is 0, 2. So ito yung turning point natin, yung ating vertex. Now, ang -2 daw natin ay 0.74. So dito, medyo malapit sa 1, pero hindi siya sasakto sa 1. I-ano na lang natin. Estimate, ayan. -1 is +1 ang ka-pair. And then for the vertex, ito nga yun. For 1, we have 3. And for 2, we have 3.26. More or less nandito. And then, i-connect lang po natin siya ng curve. Ayan. Ayusin lang natin yung mga points para sakto doon sa ating curve. And for the domain, again, all real numbers as well as for the range, we have all real numbers. Let's have another example. Example number 2. For example number 2, we have -2 cube root of x plus 1. Dito, ang ating i-compare sa ating pinaka-standard form, ang a natin will be this, -2. Ang h natin will be the opposite sign of this one, which is -1. And for k, since wala naman tayong number sa labas, 0 na yung value niya. And since a is -2, we can say that its direction is falling from top left going to bottom right. We combine h and k to form the vertex, which is at -1, 0. So, pakita natin yung table. For -1, 0, yan yung gitna because that is the vertex. Again, we'll choose points sa kanyang right. It can be any point na nasa right ng -1. Pwedeng 0, +1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Depende kung anong kaya ninyong isolve. And for the points on the left, ang kinuha naman natin ay -2 and -4. Same logic, you can use any points lower than -1. But on my case, yan yung pinipili natin. I-solve natin yung -4. If x is equal to -4, kukuhanin muna natin yung -4 plus 1. -4 plus 1 is -3. When we get the cube root of -3, that's -1.44224 and so on and so forth, wag mo nang i-round off. Diretso siya ng times -2. And then kapag na-multiply na, tsaka lang natin siya i-round off. So for -4, ang kanyang ka-pair ay +2.88. For -2, we do the same. -2 plus 1 muna yung ating uunahin, yung nasa loob. That is -1. And we are lucky again because -1 is a perfect cube. So kuhanin natin yung kanyang cube root. That's -1. Times 2, that is +2. So ang ka-pair niya is +2. For 0, we do the same. We get the cube root of 0 plus 1 first. So that's 1. Cube root niya din is 1. times -2, that is -2. So this part is -2. And for x equals 2, ipapalit natin siya doon. 2 plus 1, that's 3. When we get the cube root of positive 3, that is 1.44224. Huwag muna ulit i-round off. I-times muna sa -2. And that is -2.88 kapag ni-round off. Now, na-complete na yung ating table of values. Lagay natin siya dito sa side, tapos tayo ay mag-graph. We start again with the vertex. Ang vertex daw natin, ang x ay -1, tapos ang h ay 0. So, andito siya. So, since that is our vertex, and ang prediction natin, na sa taas yung left, tapos pababa dito sa right. So, si -4, ang katapat daw niya is positive 2.88. So, medyo malapit sa 3, somewhere here. And then, si -2, ang katapat daw ay positive 2, this one. For 0, ang kanyang katapat is 2. And for 2, ang kanyang katapat is -2.88. And then, igagraph lang po natin sila. Ay, hindi pala sakto. Ayusin na lang natin. Adjust natin to. And then finally, to complete this example, we get the domain and range na parehong all real numbers. To recall again the process, we write first the values of A, H, and K and predict the direction of the graph. After kuhanin ng A, H, and K, ayusin to get the coordinates of the vertex and mag-prepare ng table of values. Make sure that when preparing the table of values, you will choose 2 points sa left at sa right ng ating vertex para ma-achieve yung kailangan natin na curve for the graph.